Hello everybody and welcome back. It's a little bit darker now because, well, I've spent the last hour plus grinding at this game. Welcome back to the final demo of Shattered Legacy, by the way, in case you didn't know what it was. Now, I have to bring up something kind of serious. I decided while playing this game again that I was going to pay really close attention because I noticed that something was a little off in the last one, and I realized that while grinding, I went from level 1 to 20 with Nog and Rulia before I got Flynn, just going back and forth, and I noticed that my damage didn't go up significantly or even at all until level 17. I went from level 1 to level 17 fighting the same 3 enemies, doing from 65 to 120 damage each time I hit with either character. And this is with normal physical attacks. For 17 levels. And I checked my stats. My stats were going up evenly. It said I was getting stronger. My HP was increasing. My MP was increasing by negligible amounts, but it was still increasing. But my damage output wasn't increasing, and I was still taking the same amount of damage. For 17 levels. That's inexcusably bad. For an RPG, I would at level 17, I noticed a jump by 20 points of damage in the variable. I did from 65 to 140 damage now. And then the moment I got Flynn now being level 4, mind you, still. He's level 4, the rest of my character is level 20. He does between 65 and 200 damage at level 4. And then I noticed that as soon as I got Flynn, Nog and Rulia's damage variables increased as well. And they were doing on-par damage with Flynn, who is level 4! How did you even do that? And I'm sorry, this really bugs me. For 17 levels, you're fighting the same 3 enemies, and your attack output doesn't increase? I would expect the difference that I saw at level 17 to occur at level 2 and then continue. Sorry, my cat's back there playing with skulls. And it bugs me so much that there was no player advancement. And I grinded for an hour of this, and there was no substantial change whatsoever. And of course, the main town that you go to in the demo doesn't have an item, well, it doesn't have an equipment shop. It has an item shop, not an equipment shop. You can buy a buckler from the disappearing, reappearing guy outside, and he does reappear. All you have to do is go back into the town and come back out, he's there again. You buy a buckler that increases your attack and defense by 10 points, or some roundabouts. I didn't look at the exact number. But it does make a tiny difference. It does increase your attack output variable by a tiny bit. Doesn't increase the minimum damage, but it does increase the maximum damage you can do by this tiny little bit. But that's the only equipment you can get in this demo. And that's the only difference I saw in damage output for those things that I mentioned from level 1 to 20 are the only differences I saw in damage. That's really, really bad. I basically wasted an hour of my life, is what that feels like. RPGs, you have to expect grinding. I understand that. But in grinding, there has to be a goal, there has to be a reward, there has to be some, like, you have to feel like you're getting something out of the grind, otherwise the grind means nothing and it's just wasted time. That's sort of the difference I have with, when Aaron Hansen, during his sequelitis Castlevania versus Castlevania 2, he talks about how in Castlevania 2, there's the grind RPG element exists purely to pad out the game, taking a 30-minute game into a 45 or an hour long game into a 3, 4, 5 hour game, purely by padding with this long, boring, non-rewarding grinding experience. But I disagree on that point, because in Castlevania 2, you are grinding for hearts, which are money in that game. And I defy you to find a classic RPG where you don't have to grind for money at some point. So that's normal. The fact that it's like the major part of the game is kind of shitty, but it's still an understandable RPG mechanic, and they reward you in that game. In that game, you spend the hearts on upgraded whips that does noticeable more damage, on armor that shields you from a noticeable amount of damage. You get cool weapons and stuff that instantly kill or do a lot more damage to specific enemy types. So the grind is rewarded. Therefore, the grind feels worth it. At least in my opinion. And that's Castlevania 2, a widely considered bad game. A game that only had RPG elements such as grinding to pad out the game, and yet it did it correctly. With this, if you don't do grinding correctly in an RPG, it really hurts, because if that's the difference I saw from level 1 to level 20, then what can I expect from level 20 to 40? Similar? Vastly different? And if it's vastly different, why wasn't it that way for the first 20 levels? The most important part of an RPG being the beginning part, the part that gets you hooked into the RPG. The first 3 or 4 hours that you could either say, okay, I'll keep playing this game, or no, I'm not going to waste 100+ hours in this game. So, I guess what I'm saying is, if you take the buckler that guy sells, make an item shop in that starting town, make the buckler worth 600 gold, and then make an entire armor set and weapon for each character based around that price point in that town, so that at least there's still a grind because you need the money to buy the things, but at least you can feel a difference and you're actually growing as a character and your stats actually mean something. Because, I mean, if you look at my stats in this game, sorry, I'm pressing buttons and I'm not even collecting the game. Look at my stats, 41 attack. When you start at level 1, I'm pretty sure it's something like 20, isn't it? Like 23? Can't really remember. But it basically doubled, and yet it does almost no more. Unless you get Flynn in the party, suddenly it jumps up. It makes no sense! It's ludicrous is what it is. It's ludicrous! It agitated me so much, because I mean, I did grind for an hour with absolutely no change in damage output, when the whole reason I grinded was because I was beaten by a monster because I couldn't do enough damage to it. So now I'm going into this, I'm going in again with the full knowledge that my damage output has not increased significantly, despite the fact I grinded for an hour. So I am going in fully expecting the same results. I'm gonna save again. I just saved. I'm gonna save again. An hour I grinded. And my damage output has not changed. And you could argue, well, you have a mage, and you actually have Nolk, who is capable of using magic, and the magic is incredibly effective. I used it against the Wisps earlier without grinding it. It did upwards of 300+ damage. Why don't you use the spells more? I'll tell you why I don't use the spells more. My mana pool is so pitifully small. It's not worth it. The only mana potion you've given me is worth it cost 300 gold early on when I needed to spend that money on other things anyway, so I needed to grind up the money to get magic potions. And the magic potions recover it by 200. Great! I'll heal by that much every time, but that also makes it seem like the magic potions are more valuable, which makes my magic more valuable. And the magic costs so much that it, like, destroys my mana pool, like, completely. I'll only be able to do it, like, 4 or 5 times before having to use one of my expensive and very useful magic potions. Even after grinding, I only managed to get like 10 of them, and I'm pretty sure I've used 1 or 2 just to get back to this point because the random encounters are so frequent, and my damage output has not increased! So, I either spend like a full 2 minutes or 3 minutes just mashing the button with physical attacks, taking damage all the while because my damage my defense has not increased by a noticeable amount, so I'm still taking the same damage at level 23 that I took when I was level 1. So, yeah, it's very frustrating. It's very, very frustrating the way you have set this up. If you're going to force people to grind, you have to make it feel valuable. I'm going into this knowing that even though I spent an hour, it meant nothing. Why are there different monsters all of a sudden? I fought a snake outside, and it threw me for a loop because I hadn't seen a snake this whole game. Now suddenly I'm seeing zombies. Are the monsters level-based? Are the monsters really level-based and not area-based? Cat, would you stop playing with my skulls? I need those. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so mad. I spent a full 12 minutes just ranting. I'm sorry, I needed to get it out. I'm gonna test the waters here. Ow! What? These things do so much damage, having never seen them before. What? What the hell? 1, I've never seen these guys before. 2, they're doing a lot of damage. 3, they're not taking very much damage. And 4, they're surviving a lot of damage. These are normal monsters, right? There we go. Flynn, useful for something at last. Oh my god. 5,000 experience, too. Those were just normal monsters. I didn't run into those last time. Are the monsters really level-based? I don't know how I feel about this now. I really don't know how to feel about this now. I'm definitely not fighting that thing. Or that thing. Oh, that guy's guarding... Hi, Thug. Now, hold on. I was doing hundreds of damage to those zombies. And now Is the damage I do somehow based on the monsters I fight? How does that work? How does that even work? I don't understand. What? I gotta experiment with this some more. Is there like a store or something in this like area? No. Hi, zombies. Sorry I'm not talking much now after like talking consistently for 15 minutes straight. But this has got me legit thrown for a loop. I, 1, don't know what's going on, and 2, don't know how I feel about it. Alright, I'm gonna save my game, and I just want to see what this guy is. Growl. Bye! Hey, there are more zombies. Why do they look like spiders? I'm level 30-something now, and I'm still doing the same damage to thugs. Oh, there we go. That was probably the most damage I've ever seen done to a thug with physical damage. Being level 29 and 35 and 24 already, I really feel like I wasted my time grinding. Why did I do that? Why did I make myself mad? Now that I've seen a zombie on the like main page, I'm beginning to think that maybe I just was unlucky and ran into like thugs and rats in this area the first time through, and I was supposed to run into the zombies and then died of the zombies, I guess. But yeah, I think maybe I'm just overthinking it, and maybe I don't know. I don't know. Now that I've calmed down, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. That legit pissed me off, though. But now I think I'm back to enjoying the game, because now I think the game's not being weird and like fucking with me. The game is just being a game. I was just stupid. Although, I am still not happy about having to rely on my magic this much. Because my physical attacks are still piss poor. And if I was just using my physical attacks, I would die. But I don't have that much mana to like be wasting on this. And these aren't bosses. And I have nowhere to like recover my mana. Hey, like a treasure chest. It was really a mimic! Ah, fuck! Nah! I'm taking the cue that because the music changed, this is some kind of crazy boss. A boss that is very susceptible to being paralyzed. I love this music. This is great music. Yeah! That was easy shit. Oh boy. Wereman. Sounds like a crappy Mega Man villain. Wereman! Okay, so not a boss, just a different area? Ah. Ah! Out of here. know what I could really use right now? A shop. Shop would be great. Ghosts! Nah, screw that. I'm turning around. Things are getting way too crazy here. Cockatrices? Ah, crap. However, unable to escape. Magic up. That's what I always wanted. Ghost! No way. Damn it. What? Let me go back. I want to go fight the dude and see what was behind the other staircase. Oh no, I'm trapped. I'm trapped. Crap. Fell cockatrices. Too much at once all of a sudden. There were only 3 enemies for the last hour, and now there's like 20. And they're all dangerous and hard. And they all basically require magic to beat. I need a safe place. I really need to find a safe place. Look, is it a mimic? No, 2 guard ups. Alright, so it's looking like I have to fight that guy. So I'm gonna save, because I've been running away from a lot of fights. No, easy to beat. Alright, so it's this way. Who are you? Like.
Want to restore your strength? But it's not like it'll help.
Yes. Yes, a safe place at last. Awesome. Very happy. ghosts are really hard to kill, apparently. Alright, hold on, let me kill these guys. It's really hard to talk over this music. Jesus, Thug! It's like, I haven't been seen in a while. So, alright, whatever. Okay. I'm gonna stop it here. Okay, so I still believe what I said in the first 15 minutes, but it seems like my concerns have been basically they're basically unfounded. I'm actually really enjoying this dungeon. I like all the new enemies. I like that my mana pool basically doubled in the last, 10 minutes. And now it's at a respectable place. Now, at level 49, it's at a respectable place. The pacing in this game is weird. And I'm not sure I approve. It really, really needs armor and weapon upgrades and shops. It begs for it. But other than that, other than that, I'm enjoying it. I am. And I think I'm peaking my microphone. I might have accidentally turned it back up. So this whole time, it's a good thing I haven't been talking much. So, yeah. I'm gonna end it here. I'll continue this next time. I'll see you guys. I might do a little bit more grinding since I'm leveling up multiple times every fight and I found a place that heals me. I think I'm gonna grind here for a little bit longer. But maybe not for a full hour. But yeah. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye everybody! Bye! Bye!